Question: how can you enable logging in AWS? Answer: enabling logging in AWS involves configuring and utilizing various services and features to capture and store a log data. Here are some common methods for enabling logging in AWS. Number 1. AWS CloudTrail. AWS CloudTrail provides detailed logs of API activities within your AWS account. It captures events related to resource changes, management actions, and API calls made by users, services, or AWS Management Console. You can enable CloudTrail at the AWS account level to capture a comprehensive audit trail of all API activity. Number 2. AWS CloudWatch Logs. AWS CloudWatch Logs is a managed service that allows you to collect, monitor, and store log files from various sources such as EC2 instances and Lambda functions and custom applications. You can configure logs to be sent to CloudWatch Logs by installing the CloudWatch Logs agent on the respective resources by integrating with AWS services that support CloudWatch Logs. Number 3. VPC flow logs capture information about the IP traffic flowing in and out of your VPC. It logs details such as source and destination IP addresses, ports, protocols, and packets dropped. You can enable VPC flow logs at the VPC subnet and network interface level to gain visibility into network traffic pattern and troubleshoot connectivity issues. Number 4. AWS S3 server access logging. When using Amazon S3 buckets, you can enable server access logging to capture detailed information about requests made to your buckets. Access logs record details such as the requester's IP address, the request time, the requested object, and the response status. Server access logs can be stored in another S3 bucket for analysis and auditing processes. Number 5. AWS config. AWS config captures the configuration history of your AWS resources. It records configuration changes, relationship between resources, and provides a detailed inventory of your AWS infrastructure. By enabling AWS config, you can track changes to resources, access resources compliance, and troubleshoot configuration related issue. Number 6. AWS RDS Aurora Enhanced Monitoring. For AWS RDS relational database service instances or Amazon Aurora clusters, you can enable enhanced monitoring. It collects and publishes a comprehensive set of performance metrics to CloudWatch, including CPU utilization, memory usage, disk I/O, input output, and network traffic. These metrics help you understand the performance characteristics of your database instances. Number 7. Application level logging. Application running on AWS resources such as EC2 instances or Lambda functions can generate application specific logs. You can configure your applications to send logs to CloudWatch Logs, a centralized logging solution, or use third-party logging frameworks like ELK, Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana Stack to collect and analyze application logs. To enable logging, you typically need to configure the specific service or resource to send logs to the desired, desired logging destination. This may involve setting up IAM roles and policies, configuring log file formats, specifying log retention periods, and granting necessary permissions to access the log data. By enabling logging in AWS, you can gain visibility into your resources, monitor their behavior, detect and respond to security incidents, troubleshoot issues, and comply with audit and compliance requirements. Thank you.